Well, I decided to start a YouTube channel just for noise because I do not work. I stay at home and take care of the house, and I'm by myself a long period of time. And I turn the TV on just for noise, just to hear people. Because my husband he leaves about 5:30 in the morning, and he doesn't get home till about 3:30. So that's a long, to me that's a long stretch of being in silence. So usually I turn the TV on for noise. Yeah, I no longer work. I just decided to take a break from working. I worked all my life, and I'm getting older. I'm 54, so I thought it's just getting harder on me to work and take care of the property in the home and cook and do everything else. So my husband's just like, go ahead and quit and enjoy myself. But I am not used to silence, and I am not used to being by myself. I'm used to being around a lot of noise and distractions and stuff like that. So if you're one of those people who need noise, I'm your person. You don't have to watch my videos. I mean, I don't care. I mean, if you just want to hear the noise, well, I'm your person. So anyways, my day started because I'm used to getting up early in the morning. So I got up this morning about 6. I used to get up about 4:30 in the morning, but I got up at 6 today and had coffee, and I usually make my husband's breakfast, but I didn't this morning because I've been sick. I'm just at the last stages of my cold. I still have a rough cough, but I had bought a pool, and so we had been filling it. So I think it's just about filled. I think today will be the last day of filling the pool. Um, but today it's just gonna be the same old stuff: cleaning house and cooking dinner. I'm gonna make. I decided I'm gonna make brown beans for dinner. You know, Chuck likes brown beans, and we ain't had them in a while. And brown beans are pretty cheap to make, and they're delicious. I mean, if you like that kind of thing. Mm. Yeah, basically that's it. I'm just gonna clean house today, work in my flower beds. Mm. We're gonna be making a big koi pond here soon. I'm looking forward to that. I have a little tiny fish pond. I mean, um, I like coming out here and drinking my coffee and listening to it. Let's see if you can. I don't know if it's showing up on there or not, but I like listening to it. It's nice. I come out here in the mornings and drink my coffee. This is that we have right now. We have the front porch. We have a little deck, and then this is just like a little entryway, like a breezeway into the house, into our mudroom. And then we're supposed to be getting another porch added on. Oh, something bit me, a bug or something. Um, this summer, so I'm looking forward to that. And that one will be mainly. I like to build a one of those outdoor kitchens on there. We're kind of like one of those DIY people, do it yourself. So I've been watching videos on how to make one of them, because we had got a really nice gas grill. Well, see, we go a lot of flea markets and stuff, and yard sales and auctions, and we had got this great big huge like grill for $40, and part of it the gas works, but the other part doesn't. So my husband, he's a maintenance welder. He's welded for 30 some years. So what he's going to do, he's going to take out the components for the gas grill and just make it into like a charcoal grill. So, and it would be perfect to make in the island of a outdoor kitchen. But we've been doing a lot of like what is the word for it? not gardening. I can't even think. This cold has just got me all messed up. It really does. Not renovating. Oh hell, I can't think, but it'll come back to me later. Um, so I got my rose garden done the other day because we've only been in our place about 6 years, and we got a really good deal on it for 25,000 from us 2 acres in a huge house, but the house needed a lot of work, and so I love gardens, flower beds and stuff like that. So we've been doing a lot of, landscaping. That's the word I'm looking for. Landscaping. And so it's a work in progress. I'll have to one day make a video of it. We are not wealthy people. We're, maybe middle class, lower to middle class. But a lot of things, like, I salvage a lot of stuff. Like our neighbor, they're tearing down their house because they just bought a double wide. So the same person that built their house built ours. So I had got ours, didn't have any shutters, so I got the shutters from theirs. And that's where I'm getting my porch from. They have a huge, huge porch. And they're going to bring it and they're going to give it to me. I'm getting, this house was built in the 1930s, so it has like one of the older doors. And they have a newer door on their house that they had put on, but since they're tearing down their place, I'm gonna try to get their door. Yeah, we had a great big storm, and I tell you what, we got some great, great friends. I mean, we really do. Last year we had a great big storm, and it like blew our roof off, and a huge tree fell on our house. And of course, our area was not in for FEMA. It wasn't. Some parts were, but of West Virginia was, but mine wasn't. So we were buying bits, buying a little here and there to redo our roof. Well, our friends, they had all the material to redo our roof, all but like we spent like $1,800 on the front half, and then they had the rest that actually matched I guess what you call it, a tin roof. I don't know what you call it, a metal roof. They had bought some and then didn't use it, and it was probably like $5,000 worth of tin or roofing stuff, whatever you want to call it. And they gave it to us, and they even come out to help put the roof on. And I tell you what, that's real community, real friends. When when you need somebody and they help you, and we help our friends too when in time of need. Basically, it's just friendship and community. You know, um, we like to get together and have cookouts and stuff. And like the other day, my pool, it's like I had one of those little oval pools. I don't know, not very big, probably came up to my waist. And then I had bought my neighbor, the guy we bought the house off of. He had a pool for sale, 400. They bought it last year, but they did not want to fool with it this year, so I bought it, and it is freaking huge. I mean, it is a huge pool, and I got like for $400. I got a really good deal because they had bought a sand pump for it. I don't know how much the sand pumps cost, and then just alone the little robot that goes in the pool and sweeps out the dirt. Me and Chuck, that's my husband, we was at Walmart looking at him clearanced $488 for that little robot thing. So I got a heck of a deal on that. And so my friends, they all come together because we had to clean the pool up because, it was still up. You know how, like, in the winter they get leaves and all that stuff in there. So we had to drain it and clean it. And our friend Austin, when we got the pool down here, well, our one friend helped us take it down, Jason. And then we got it. Then our other friends, James and his son Chance, they come over and help put it up. And then my friend our other friend Austin, and his girlfriend Raven, they come over and we cleaned it up. And it's really, I love it, and it's huge. I'm a water baby. I love water, so I'm pretty excited for that. Um, and again, we have a well, so. And if you have water hauled, it's pretty expensive. But like I said, we live in a great community and we have great neighbors. We have great friends. Our neighbor next door let us, because they have city water. So, and it's strange. We live in the country, but you have the option to have city or well. We have the choice of city or well, but I like well water. But it's nice to know that if something would happen to my well, that I can go on to city water. But anyways, they let us use their water to fill our pool. Of course, we'll just pay their water bill for that month when they get it. And so basically, that's about it. I'm just drinking my coffee and rambling on. Maybe someone will like hearing the noise. That's what I do when I start cleaning here in a little bit. I'll just turn the TV on. I usually put on like documentaries, or there's one lady I really enjoyed watching her, but I can't remember her name. It used to be years ago, like on my days off, I would listen to her, and she would basically just get her a cup of coffee and she would go work in her gardens and stuff. And I just love listening to her talk because she was really down to earth. I mean, it was nothing fancy about her equipment. It was just her and her camera, and she would talk. And that's basically what I am, just me and my camera talking. That this our friend Jason, when I was telling you about to help take down the pool, he gave me some Death Wish pods for the Keurig, and they're pretty good. It doesn't. I thought that it would be more, give me more pep. But I don't know, maybe it's because I'm sick. Maybe it does. Maybe it is giving me pep and I just don't realize it. But it is good coffee. It tastes really good. I used to have a French press, and what I would do is I would just heat up my water in a kettle, and then I would put my grounds in the French press and press it down, make my coffee that way. But my sister's coming in from Texas, and she loves her coffee. So we went to yard sale, and I got like a brand new, like one of those 1 cup Keurigs for like $4, and it was like brand new. It was hardly used, but it can make like the 6, 8, or 12 ounce cups. So I made her a little coffee nook in our guest room because that's the room she'll be staying in. And so yeah, that's gonna be her little coffee nook. Of course I got, and it's also my office because, like I said, I used it as my office because when I wasn't working and managing the restaurant, I would come home and I would do paperwork and stuff like. You know what? I'll just take you in there and show you. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this camera around. Oh, can I? I don't know. I don't know if I can turn this camera around with this already been started. I don't know what this button is. I might lose you. Let me pause it. Well, unfortunately, this is a cheap phone. It's nothing fancy. I cannot turn it around because I was going to walk you through the house and go show you the guest room. Guest room / craft room / office. Oh, and I would have showed you the babies. We have King Cavalier Spaniels, or Cavalier King Charles Spaniel puppies. Oh, they're so cute. They're getting at that fun age where they're starting to play and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. They were born on sorry, excuse me, May 18th, and they're so cute. I mean, I love Cocker Spaniels, and I love the King Charles Spaniels. There's just something about their temperament. Now, a Cocker Spaniel can be mean. I mean, they can, but there's something about a King Charles. Their temperament is so sweet and they're so loving. But King Charles had actually raised them, you know, bred them to be a lap dog. So, and smart. Oh my gosh, they're smart. I just absolutely love them. But as soon as I drink this coffee, I'm going to download this to YouTube, and then I gotta start cleaning, and I gotta check the pool, and you know, I might make some videos throughout the day, because what else I got to do? Not much but clean, and you can only do so much house cleaning. But yeah. Oh, I am a grandma. I have 4 children and 2 stepchildren, so we're like the Brady Bunch. 3 boys, 3 girls. I had 2 boys and 2 girls, and Chuck had a boy and a girl. The kids are all grown and married now. Lots of grandchildren. I know this weekend I'm supposed to go to, my son and his wife are taking his his kids to the zoo for my youngest grandson's birthday. And then there's it's called Bear Lick Canopy Trails. And so it's up in Columbus. But anyways, you can take an elevator, you can take stairs, and you go up in the treetops, and they have trails. So we're going to go there Saturday for Bryson's birthday, I think. At least they talked about it. So, I don't know. It's still in the air. Oh my God. Chuck got Bryson one of those. They're called Fugglers, or I don't know. It's some kind of creepy doll. Oh. And I said, Chuck, don't get that baby that. He's going to be afraid. And he goes, oh, he'll just love it. Yeah. Poor Bryson. And I said, Bryson, open up what Papa got you. And as soon as he seen that doll, he's like, ooh. Oh, the horror of it. And then he was so traumatized, he didn't even want to eat his cake. He's like, he just pushed his cake away. Like, seriously. And if you know what I'm talking about, yeah, those are the ugliest toys I've ever seen in my life. The ones that are called Fugglies or Fuggliers, or because they're freaking fugly. Yep, they are. All right, my coffee's just about done. I'm about down to the last 2 swallows, so now I gotta get busy. But like I said, I might make some more videos throughout the day. But other than that, have a good day, and yeah, have a good day, and I hope the noise will help somebody. All right, I'll talk later some more. Bye.